In 30 seconds, you are about to discover how stars are created. Set the timer. Deep within the cold void of space, vast clouds of gas and dust, primarily hydrogen with traces of helium and heavier elements, drift silently. These are the stellar nurseries where the magic begins. As the millennia pass, gravity, the universe's eternal sculptor, pulls these particles closer together, forming a dense core. As this core contracts, it heats up, and when it reaches a scorching temperature, a new star, a protostar, is born. See, I told you, never doubt me. Once ignited, a star enters its main sequence phase. This is the most extended and radiant period where it fuses hydrogen into helium. The temperature in its core can soar to 15 million degrees Celsius or even higher, creating immense pressure and gravitational forces. This fusion releases an incredible amount of energy, causing the star to shine brightly. Fusion is the process where atomic nuclei combine to form a heavier nucleus. It's like the universe's ultimate alchemy, turning one element into another, releasing energy in the process. As stars exhaust their hydrogen, they undergo changes. The fusion slows, and the star's core contracts while its outer layers expand. Smaller stars, like our sun, expand into red giants. Their outer layers drift away, creating a planetary nebula. Despite the name, these have nothing to do with planets. Earlier astronomers, limited by their telescopes, thought they resembled distant planets. In reality, they are shells of gas and dust, illuminated by the white-hot core of the dying star. This core, now a white dwarf, is incredibly dense and hot, but no longer undergoes fusion. It's the ember of a once bright fire, slowly cooling over billions of years. Eventually, it will cool to the point where it no longer emits significant heat or light. At this stage, it becomes what astronomers call a black dwarf. However, the universe is not old enough for any white dwarf to sufficiently cool to become a black dwarf. So while black dwarfs are a theoretical endpoint for white dwarfs, none exist yet. This cooling and fading white dwarf, even in its final black dwarf state, will continue to drift through the cosmos, a silent testament to the star it once was. Massive stars, however, face a far more dramatic destiny. As they burn through their fuel, their cores collapse and then explode in a supernova. This explosion is so powerful that it can outshine an entire galaxy, and in its wake, birth elements like gold, uranium, and other heavy metals. What remains after this cosmic spectacle is either a neutron star, or if the star was massive enough, a black hole. Neutron stars are the remnants of supernova, where protons and electrons merge to form neutrons. They're incredibly dense, with just a teaspoon of their material weighing as much as a mountain. Can't stir that in your tea. These stars are so dense that they bend light around them, creating a lensing effect. While our sun is pretty impressive, the universe contains colossal stars. Betelgeuse, a red supergiant, is about 1,000 times the diameter of our sun. You could fit approximately 1 billion stars inside it. VY Canis Majoris, another behemoth, is believed to be well over 1,000 times the radius of our sun, so you can fit well over 1 billion suns within it as well. UY Scuti, the massive red supergiant, has an estimated radius that could be over 1,700 times our sun, which means you can potentially fit 1.7 billion suns inside UY Scuti. Stars are not just celestial ornaments, they are cosmic forges. Their intense heat and pressure create heavier elements from lighter ones. Supernova, in particular, are responsible for creating many of the elements we find on Earth today, from the gold in our jewelry to the calcium in our bones. These elements were birthed in the heart of exploding stars. Our very existence, the carbon inside our bodies, the oxygen we breathe, the iron in our blood, all were forged in the heart of stars. When Joni Mitchell sang, "We are stardust," she wasn't just being poetic. Every atom in our body was once part of a star. We are quite literally made of stardust. I am the saintly scientist, and I dive deep into science and spirituality, and I am not sitting in front of a green screen. Wow! You can read more about stars and other space stuff in my book, The Science of Light, Everything Explained, in Young Explorer Edition and Adults Edition. A crazy amount of scientific detail, and it's a colouring book, only £8.88. Get yours today. Click the link in my bio to take you to the Amazon page.